Hello and welcome to our online Spanish mini course and lección 2, números, tiempo y lugar. Okay, so let's begin with a little grammar, los sustantivos y los artículos. Okay, the nouns and the articles. El sustantivo en español, the noun in Spanish, masculino o femenino, either or. Singular o plural, either or. Ejemplos, examples. El libro, masculino, singular. Las casas, femenino, plural. Okay? How can we then create a plural of a noun? Well, quite easy. If a noun finishes in vowel, vocal, then we just have to add ese. Los libros. If a noun ends in consonante, a consonant, then we just have to add es. Los celulares. Okay? Just like that. So easy. Okay? Then pay attention. Los artículos y los sustantivos. Masculino singular. El libro, un libro. The difference here is el libro is very specific, un libro is general. Okay? So we have el libro, the book. Un libro, a book. Okay? Masculino plural, los libros, unos libros. Los libros specific, unos libros, we are talking in general. Femenino singular, la casa, we are talking very specific here. Una casa, we're talking in general. Femenino plural, the same thing. Las casas, very specific. Unas casas, in general. Okay? So you only need to learn 8 tiny words that are really important in our language. This is why you have an exercise here to practice this. Okay? And let's begin learning new words in Spanish. And we begin with nouns that are masculine. Okay? Nouns that you're going to need for your daily life and also for our mini course. Okay? So let's see. El hombre, el chico, el país, el transporte, el baño, el dinero, el precio, el tiempo, el trabajo, el número, el problema. Okay? You may have noticed that many nouns that are masculine, they have the ending O. And many nouns that have the ending A, they are feminine. But there are some special cases, such as el problema. Okay? El problema is masculine, even though the ending A is normally feminine. Okay? So talking about feminine, let's see some nouns here. Okay? La mujer, la chica, la familia, la ciudad, la calle, la playa, la casa, la cosa, agua, la lengua, la palabra. Okay, I said only agua. Okay, the article here is in brackets. Okay, there's a reason why. Don't worry about it. We're going to see this not in the mini course, only in the normal course. Okay, but pay attention, agua is feminine, even though we wouldn't say la agua with this article here, okay? But agua is feminine, no problem with that, okay? So please make the exercises, and you also have the flashcards to work on this vocabulary, because we are going to see these words all over again in our course, okay? And the numbers, we also need to learn them. So let's see them together. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And these are irregular. You just need to learn them. But 16, 17, 18, 19, they are really regular because we have 10 y 6, 10 and 6, 10 y 7, 10 and 7, and so on. Okay, we write it all together, 16, but you think it's very logical. Okay, then we have 20. Okay, and the numbers following 20 are one word also. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay? Good. So, things that you do need to learn. After 30, we are going to separate the numbers. Okay? So, 20, 22, one word. But 30, 33. Okay? They are separated. 30 and 3. Okay? 40, 44. 50, 55. 60, 66. 70, 77. 80, 88. 90, 99. 100. Okay? So numbers are things that we just need to learn them, okay? Which is why you have some exercises to help you in this endeavor, okay? And then we have expresiones de tiempo, okay? And we'll learn by looking at pictures. It will help your memory, okay? El día, la mañana, la tarde, la noche. Temprano, pronto, tarde. Ahora, antes, después. Hoy, ayer, mañana. El día. 7 días, la semana. 4 semanas, el mes. 12 meses, el año. Okay? I believe that you understood everything I said, but let's take a look at the translations. Okay? ¿Cuándo? When. El tiempo, the time. Ayer, hoy, mañana, temprano, pronto, tarde, antes, ahora, después. El tiempo cuando, la mañana, la tarde, la noche. El día, la semana, el mes, el año. Okay? You see, this vocabulary is really basic, so words that we need to know, which is why the exercises and the flashcards. Okay? And, well, finally, expresiones de lugar, only 4 of them. El lugar, donde, where. Aquí, acá, both are synonyms. Allí, allá, also synonyms. Cerca, lejos. Okay? So, aquí cerca is really nearby, okay? Near me. Y allá lejos is far, far away from me. Okay? Good. So, exercises, and this is everything. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed all these new words in your, process of learning Spanish. Muchas gracias y hasta luego.